All right, let's see. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back into the returners. If you are returning, if you don't mind, put a two in the chat. If you're new to Dubb, please put a one. If you're new to Dubb, that would be great. Dick, welcome back, my friend. Let's see. Vanessa, welcome back as well. Let's see. Tram, welcome back. Let's see. Anybody else new in here? Rolando. Welcome in for the first time. Emmett, I believe, welcome back as well. I think, Emmett, you've been here before. Joshua and Angelica, I'm not too sure if you've been in here before, but please put a two if you're been using Dub for a while, one if you're new. And let's see, Rolando, let's come over to you really quickly because it's always nice to say hi to the new folks. If you want to unmute yourself, feel free if you want to say hi.
Hey, how are you? How are you? How's
Yeah,
everyone?
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you also. Thank you.
So, what's your industry, Rolando? What do you do?
I am a senior benefits advisors, and we focus in the area of Social Security, Medicare, life insurance, retirement planning, estate planning.
Okay. And for the Dub use case, you thinking about prospecting, follow up? What's kind of in your mind so far, use case for you?
It would be follow-up. I'll kind of share with you my protocol. What I do is have seminars, and
Mhm.
I have, let's say, I market, let's say I get about 200 people I reach or RSVP, maybe 30 show up. So I want to use the platform to follow up, not only to the people that have RSVP, the people that showed up, and the actual people that have made appointments.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's really good. That's we do that as well when we have webinars and things because obviously you have your registrants, but then you actually have the people that actually attend. So
Yes,
yeah, so you can do and I'll show you a little style that we use that's worked pretty good over the years when we start showing the platform a little bit.
sure.
So I'll reference that. Do you do any kind of cold outreach at all, or is it a lot of referrals and from the events?
No cold outreach, but pretty much they're incoming leads.
Yep.
So once they kind of make contact with me, I respond to them.
Do they fill out a form or anything, or how do they become incoming for you?
Yeah. So we'll mark it on your typical social media platform, more specifically Facebook. There's 10 question form.
Okay.
They'll actually fill that out. They get taken to another landing page. They register. So that's the initial acquisition of information, and then it kind of goes through the funnel from there.
Okay. And is it a social post or is it an ad or both or?
It's an ad. Yeah,
Okay.
we specifically target seniors
Okay.
and in a specific geographic location also.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So you got the people that attend the seminars, the ones that show up, the ones that don't, you follow up with them, and then the people that fill out the 10 question form, probably be nice to send them a nice dub video. Hey, thanks for taking that action, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the intent. I've
Yep.
been on the platform for a while, but I've been having problems, kind of creating the videos, figuring out how to send mass emails, things like that. So I became a little disengaged. So now I'm re-engaged because now I have like 1,000 RSVPs, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to reach out and say, hey, I'm still here. This is what I do. How are you? You've registered,
Yeah.
here's my Calendly, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, what's your CRM that you use, Orlando?
High level,
Oh, okay.
high
Nice.
high level. It's called Agent CRM. I don't like it.
And
I don't like it one bit. It's
mm,
you know, it, it's too. I don't know whether it's clunky. It's too complicated. With too many features and stuff. It's almost like you need a CRM person to be with the CRM all the time. When it works, it's great.
right.
When it doesn't work, it's a nightmare. So I use it very minimally,
Mm.
and sometimes it's just to upload a CSV file, make contacts from there, and try to do a disposition, and that's about it because I just, it's managing me. It's not managing my client. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, no, I get it. Well, if you want to, are you on the Pro or Pro Plus, Rolando? What are you on for the package?
I'm not sure. They're white label kind of platforms specifically designed for people in my business sector.
No, for Dub, Rolando. For Dub, are you on Pro? with
I
Dubb?
think I'm a pro. Yeah,
Okay.
haven't checked it in a while. Yeah.
Okay, because you can do the bulk sending and stuff like that. Pro Plus is all the automations. If you ever want to do automation sequencing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so you can always upgrade to that. But Pro, let me just show you really quick before we dive into some stuff. I just want to show you this.
Sure.
If you are looking for how to do the bulk, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, Rolando?
I can. Yeah.
So just go to campaigns right
Uh-huh.
here, and then click email right here.
Yeah.
And then this little video right here gives you a little tutorial on this right here.
Sure.
And then
Sure.
all you basically have to do is just hit the blue plus button.
Wait. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Yeah,
Real quick.
sure.
Hit the
Right,
blue plus.
tutorial here,
Okay.
and then blue plus button here. That's
Where
creating a
is
new
where
campaign.
is that? I can't see the blue plus.
Let's see, am I blocking it? Can you see it's to the right here? I'm kind of hovering over it right now. Create new campaign.
Yeah. Let me move your video. Okay. There it is.
Right there. So all you have to
Okay.
do is just click that, and that video that I just showed you will walk you through this. But it's
Okay.
basically you just follow these steps through here. You can add a video, not add a video. It's totally up to you. And then you go to the body. You choose the recipients from your CSV file that you've uploaded with your contacts, and then you can choose a date to send it, or if you want to send it right away. So
Awesome. How do I upload my CSV? I think that's
yeah,
where I was stumbling.
just go here, CRM, and
Yeah.
contacts right here.
Yeah.
And then this will show you how to do this.
Import.
And then you come over here, and I believe it's right under here, import
Import. Okay.
text. Yep, there you go. And it just has to be a CSV file. And Ina, I think the format on the upload is what? Name, email, phone. There's like a certain.
Yeah. The
First
fields. Yeah.
name, yeah, we need to have a column for first name, last name, email address, then the rest are optional.
Yeah. Yeah. The less the better, right?
Yeah, it's always the way it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to go over some strategy stuff and just different ways to record. And I'll mention what we do for the webinar stuff for registrants and everything. And if you have any questions along the way, Rolando, feel free to throw them in the chat. And we always do a little Q&A when we're kind of walking through some stuff.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Good to meet you. And let's see, I think we had some other people kind of pop in while we were chatting there. Carrie Parker, if you're new to Dubb, if you can do me a favor and put a one in the chat or a two if you're returning. And then Joshua and Angelica, if you can put a one or a two in the chat, let me know if you're new to Dubb or returning. Michael, I think you're returning, right, Michael? If you can put a one or two in the chat, that would be helpful just so we know. To returning. Okay, cool. And then Yuhan, thanks for putting that in there. You're returning as well. And then anybody else, any other ones kind of out there, any other new people to Dubb? Anybody? Let's see. Carrie, if you get it, just, check Claire and Mark. Okay, Claire and Mark are returning. Great. And then if you want to, as well as we're kind of walking through here, go ahead and put your industry in the chat as well, because we usually reference it as we kind of walk through some certain things in terms of suggestions. But a lot of the stuff that we're going to cover now can be applied across industries in terms of that. So, and if you have anything specific, we have Ina here to answer in the chat as we're moving along, and then whatever we can't get to, we'll get on the back side. So, throw them in the chat. Okay. All right. Dental consulting, dental marketing. Okay. Real estate. Very nice. All right. Perfect. Okay, and these trainings are going to be on Dubb Support. Most of the returners know this here, but if you don't, these trainings are all recorded up to our YouTube support channel, and they're usually there within a couple hours. And what people typically do is they'll go back, pull up the training, look for the part that they want to see, and then they'll, go there and start moving their way through it. I just dropped that link into the chat. Um, the biggest thing in general when you record these videos is it's really a two-part of getting noticed and then wanting them to click. So I think the one thing that we always do with the coaching with folks, and we like to emphasize this because sometimes it's easy to forget it. Because when you record a Dubb video, if you're just smiling and waving, that's great. That's better than what a lot of people do. They don't even send videos. But the GIF itself has to have some kind of context to it or some reason that they're going to want to click. So when you hit record, the first 3 seconds, that's the GIF. Now you can move it with editing, which we'll show a little bit later, how you can slide a different part of the video and make that the animated GIF or upload your own thumbnail. But when you're hitting record, if you're doing a number of videos throughout the day, it's good to know as soon as you hit record, just be ready to have some kind of, context. So one of the easiest styles to do and the most straightforward style is if you record from your webcam, grab the Dubb mobile app on your phone, get the whiteboard feature where you can type. It's in the mobile app. I'll show it in a second. But when you have that, that gives you the ability to deliver a message or some kind of hook or hint or context to the person. Like we were talking about at the top, if someone, if there was an event like a webinar or an event in the registrants and then the attendees, you can make a video after, and we've done this before, where you have the whiteboard and say, thanks for registering, what you need to know or something, because maybe they registered but they didn't show up. And hey, thanks for attending. This is for you, something like that. And maybe that's a piece of information, the next step, whatever it is. And that's a clear message for someone to want to click on that. So if you're in real estate, maybe someone's interested in a property, have the property address on there. If it's coaching and consulting, maybe you have an event coming up. Maybe there's this one coaching step that they need to know about. In mortgage and insurance or, retirement, estate planning, what you need to know about the estate. Things like that, they're going to want to click on. In terms of them getting to the video, whenever you send Dubb videos out, it's always good to have the word video in the subject line. It is still very rare that you see that in inboxes. If you go through your email inboxes, if you see it, it's probably from us or is someone sending a Dubb video. And then you want to make sure the hook in the subject line is similar to the hook you have here. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but you've got to obviously get them to click here first before they get to here. So I would ChatGPT put in there, give me 20 subject lines, explain the situation, the audience, what the goal is, and then have, put a little, not humor to it, maybe a little wit, and then just try to have a nice short subject line, not too long, and then kind of mirror that in a little bit different, but similar down on here when you're doing this style. Now, you can also record from this webcam inside of Dubb. You can record with a virtual background behind you as well. So if I was putting this together, I could combine both if I wanted to. Because the visual behind me, it definitely would give context. But it could be a screen grab of anything. It could be an article, a document you have, a guide, results-based doc maybe behind you, company website. But you could combine both of what we just saw. I could have Sarah's profile behind me, hold up the white phone, say, question for you or something related to why I'm reaching out to Sarah. And like I said before, you can do the same thing with the properties. You could have behind you a property right here in real estate, and then also at the same time, hold up the whiteboard that has the property address or a fact about the property. If you're in coaching, you could have a screenshot behind you of like some stats that really show the coaching works for folks and say, thing you need to know, or a question for them. Now, regardless of those styles there, it's really about clicking. When they get here, they want to click. And when they click, because you're giving them context and you're giving them a good hook, then they're going to be brought here. And you want to make sure you just have a couple things here. You want to make sure you obviously have your logo, a little image that pokes behind the video player, this video itself that you recorded, and then playlist videos that will play right after it. The context again in the first video is it's more about them and not about you. It's about their challenge, the hook that you want to let them know, the knowledge, the question that you have for them. So opens with the hook. The first thing you say has got to be related to the hook. The second part is the value you're offering, which can be what you're explaining, or it can be a downloadable guide or link to an article or something below that you're explaining where they just learn about something or they were unaware, or that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. And then the last part of this initial video is for them to do something. Get them to click on a button below to book a time in your calendar. And then always reference the video that's going to come after. And that next video in the playlist should be a video that you record one time. It's kind of like your pitch video, a minute, minute and a half about what you do, why someone should work with you, your products or services. And it'll play right after. That way it saves your breath in the initial video. You don't have to talk about that. You can just give a little hint, say, by the way, this next video is going to have, why you should work with me. A little quick little walkthrough of what we do. And then it'll run right into it. So the first video is always focused on them. The buttons below here, book a time, calendar link, that's probably, the number one choice with sales. But you can also have a link to your website. You can have a link where you can download a guide, a listing agreement, a contract. You can have them fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. They can email you back. You also have reply with video that you offer down here as well. This button, reply with video, is really good for getting video testimonials. It's better than meeting in Zoom or Google Meets and then having to edit it. You just send someone a video, you have that button below. Hey, it's Rob. Listen, would love to get a video testimonial from you. Guess what? It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. All you need to do is click reply with video below and let me know what have you enjoyed about the platform or whatever questions you'd ask. They send the video back to you. And inside Dubb in your video library, there's a little video replies column. And it'll say, hey, you got a video reply. Boom, there it is. And then you can add it to your playlist. You also can have these buttons down here. This is a really good way to get reviews. So a great way to get reviews is have these buttons below the video and have the different review sites as links that they can click on. And you just want to make it as convenient as you can. So when they click on the link, it takes them right to the spot where they can leave a review. With us, we have G2, Capterra, a number of ones, but whatever your industry is, have the links below so they can reference them and just make a nice heartfelt video. Hey, would love to get some reviews from you, and it helps us iterate and bring a better product or service to you. All you need to do is click the links below, and we'd love to, if you leave a review, that would be fantastic. And just send that out like you would to get a video testimonial. And that's something we've done over the years, and we've gotten feedback from Dubb users that it works really well. So just have those links below to the different review sites, or one if you have one, or whatever the most relevant ones are. The last part of this page is going to be your AI sales assistant right over here. There is a little button inside of Dubb if you don't want the AI on the page, but the AI provides a nice, convenient way for when someone clicks on your video and is taken to the page that they can get information right away. Because, we're all impatient because of social media. But we want answers now. So you can have up to 20 FAQs. You can ask a question here. The AI will give an answer back. And when the AI gives the answer back, it's going to push for whatever the desired outcome is. So down here, it's going to be, hey, you ready to book a time with Rob? But like we're talking about the top, if it was an event, if it was a registrants and attendees, you could train one of the AIs to have all the information about the event, and then the registrants that didn't go there could ask questions about what they missed, and the attendees, on the other hand, could say, what are the next steps and things they need to know. So you can have these different AIs on different landing pages that will speak directly to different parts of your audience. Now, the AI is educated with website links, individual website page links. It can learn physically what's on the pages. You also can upload a PDF in there as well, and you can have up to 20 FAQs. So this is a really nice way for someone immediately to get some answers to their questions, which really helps for them making a decision about they're going to book a time or whatever you want them to do. Now, these landing pages, these preset landing pages, should be for your specific parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I did the whole gamut, if I had buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, I would want separate landing pages, preset landing pages, to speak to those folks. Same thing with insurance, retirement, estate, like we talked about at the top, those different segmentations, coaching and consulting, different industries, recruiting, employers, candidates, there's splits in everything. And you can also have a preset landing page for your events, whether they're in person or webinars, and they can always register below. And then all of this is obviously tracked. So when you send these things out, did they click on the email? Did they do a click through to here to the page? Did they just view the page? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the percentage? So you can follow up really in a smart way. Like, hey, I know you saw the video and I know what was in the video, so I know what you saw, I know what you missed. And that can be the lead point of why you're reaching out. And then, you always know if they click on any buttons, which is helpful as well. Now, that style right here, you can easily replicate right inside Dubb. So if you're thinking about what's the most straightforward way to make a video to communicate, this is one of the best ways to do it. So inside the platform here, all you have to do is go to the red camera icon inside the dashboard. You can upload a video right here. When you click here, you can upload a video into Dubb just by clicking upload here at the top. But this opens up the webcam. Now, the virtual background behind you, all you do is go below, click virtual background. We have a bunch of stock ones down here, but obviously the more meaningful ones are your photos. So if you're gonna have something behind you, might as well make it meaningful. And then just upload any screenshots that you have that you think have that meaning. It creates a library in here for you. And like I said, they could be articles, people's profiles, properties, company websites, screenshots of some, maybe like a guide that you have, anything that brings some kind of level of context behind you. There it is right there. And you just pick it and it goes behind you. Now, when you're doing these, definitely make sure you've got some good natural light or some good, ring light here. Keep your arms within your shoulders. Don't bug out into here because your arm's going to be gone. So I would stay right in here, do the whole dinosaur T-Rex arm thing, pretend you're a dinosaur right in here, do all your movement. And then, if you have to, you can bring down the edge blur down here, which I have all the way down at the bottom. Just make sure that's all the way down. And it obviously helps too if you don't have any objects behind you in the back. So if you do, just pump up the light as much as you can. As far as the phone, what you would do is get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, That little button that you saw earlier, the whiteboard, is going to be right here. So Dubb mobile app, and then right up here at the top, right there, that square. So it's kind of bright. That square right there with the little person. And then you can type just like this. And then all I did before is just type it on here. I'm going to type something different here. Rate change news. Say just did rate change news. That would be one for many. Remember, these can be one to one or one to many, depending on what you're doing. What's the thing there? That would be my message. And then when you're recording on this particular recorder, down here at the bottom, you can zoom in. You can back up if you want a tighter frame. You also have a teleprompter across all the recording text. So if you do want to use a teleprompter, click into here at the top. You can go right to scripting. It says create new script. That will take you over to Dubb in the platform and either copy and paste something or write it within there. These are other scripts that you can scroll through that you already have saved in the platform, or you can search for it by title like this when it's saved. And then you have your speed that you can adjust. You have your play button to see if you like the speed. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it back in, whatever you'd like to do there. Speed wise, it's always kind of, it depends on if you're doing something upbeat, speed it up. If you're a little more serious, maybe slow it down. Distance wise, arm distance is about right here. Keep your eyes at the top, let the words flow up. And, I would just like to give it a read through if you are doing it. You don't want the words to surprise you because you want them to have meaning. But when you start doing it, it'll become much more natural and you don't have to worry about the words, especially if you're trying to say something exactly how you want to say it. So if I was going to record this, let's say I have this here. Here we go. I'm going to hit record and then I'm going to get my countdown and it would be like this. Hey, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. There are a number of aspects to Dubb. And then I can pause the recording here, stop, take a break, click it again to resume. If I want to delete, it'll always ask you, are you sure? We added this button a couple years ago. I'm glad we added it in case you accidentally hit delete. And then this button here is going to save this into the Dubb platform. If you want to close the teleprompter, this one. So this is a really good way to introduce yourself, follow up with someone, have a very direct message to someone. So think about what that hook is when you're making these videos. So there's some context when you're doing it. And we've seen that's worked over the years. I'm going to save this into the platform. So I'm going to click the check mark. It's going to save it into Dubb. And when it gets saved in here, it's going to take me to the video edit page inside of the platform. So any video that you save into Dubb, it's going to take you to a page that looks just like this. Now I'm going to switch videos just because it's going to take a little bit to transcode. But when you save a video into Dubb, it takes you here. This video edit page, you can change the title up here at the top if you want to internally to whatever you want it to be. You also can download the MP4 of this video. Every Dubb video that you save has an MP4 version that you can download. You also can change the background to a different preset landing page if you want to, because we always have a default preset. So whenever you record a video, if I preview this in a new window, it's always going to have these videos, these buttons, this setup. That's my default preset landing page. So whenever I record a video, that's the landing page that's going to be attached to it. And obviously, I can switch it to different landing pages once they are created. You also have the ability to have a QR code. If you do any kind of physical mailing at all within your industry, have a nice creative video in there. Hey, thanks for grabbing me off the mail stack or pulling me off the door. If you're at a live event, why not have the QR code with you in your booth, or if you're traveling around, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Also, obviously for open houses, these work really, really well at the same time. You also have analytics on all these videos. So when you come down here, like I was mentioning before, it says no activity because we didn't send it to anyone. But if you did, you can get really specific over here to the right in terms of what you want to know more about in terms of what they did. We also have a digital coach here, AI coach called Kyra, that is going to give you feedback on these videos, visual feedback, content feedback. And then you can take this right after you do it. So it's non-biased feedback right away. It takes about less than a minute. You click, all you have to do is click generate, and it's less than a minute. It's going to give you this valuable feedback so you can improve on your videos. And then it also gives you delivery analysis. So are you being repetitive? How's your filler words? How's your cadence in terms of the speed? Is it staying within your natural way that you deliver something? All available right here. You also have a details tab. So every video, it's going to remind you, hey, by the way, these are the buttons on your page. This is the sales assistant you have. These are the playlist videos. You can change or delete or add anything here that you want to change. If I sent this video to someone and I forgot to change a button or I wanted to change a video, I can still make the changes and it will retroactively change on the other side for that person. You also can edit any video that you save into Dubb or you record. I can hit the play button here. Hey, John, what's going on? Listen, I can drag it to the first cut point, whatever that is. Let's just say it's right here. All I have to do is hit the scissor icon. It splits it into two, and then just drag it to your second cut point, right? So I'm like, that's my second cut point. Scissors. Now you got three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, all you have to do is click the trash can and it's gone. And then if you want to undo all the stuff, maybe you made some mistakes, just go undo, 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 and you can go all the way back to the beginning. You also have the design tab. So like I mentioned at the top, if you want a different part of the video to be the 3-second animated GIF, just drag it to wherever you want to drag it to. Maybe I want this visual, I'm looking kind of crazy with my fingers pointed in the air. I click generate thumbnail and that's going to be my animated GIF. And then I can also upload a thumbnail as well. But to be efficient, it's always nice to be ready when you're recording these things, when you're ready to go. Now, also, as far as the sending on this, so if we recorded this video that you just saw, we got it on a landing page, we have our buttons, we have our playlist videos, we want to just send it out. So when you open up a Compose, all you have to do is make sure that you have video in the subject line, first thing that they read, like we mentioned before. Make sure you have a good hook in your subject line. Little bit of text in here. It could be a shorter little paragraph. I wouldn't have too much because you don't want the animated GIF to go all the way down to the bottom. You want them to kind of see it when they open it. And you can add the video in a couple ways. So one is going to be with a shortcut right down here at the bottom. This is, and it's down here in Gmail. The shortcut button is off to the right in Outlook 365 and add-ins. But the reason this shortcut exists is because you got the Dubb Chrome extension right up here at the top. All you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's like a three-step process. Pin it and log it in up here. And the Chrome extension is a video screen recorder like this. Basically, any website you want to record where you want to physically be on top of the page, anything browser-based, walk someone through something, that's what this looks like right here. And that's the Chrome extension. So when you have that, this button shows up here. So what I need to do is I have a couple options here. When I click this button, I can actually record a video like we just did with the webcam. I can record a video right now and just drop it right in if I wanted it to do that. So when I'm on the camera option to the right, it's a webcam. I can record, drop it right in if I wanted to. I also can add a video from my video library, like you see over here to the right. So I'm scrolling through my video library. All you have to do is find the video, click advanced options, put the email in of the person you're sending it to get that advanced tracking. Even can add a little personalization text if you want to, and then you can always insert it in just like that, and it will pop it in. You can also add a video from the video edit page. So inside of Dubb, if you select a video from your video library, all you have to do is click the big blue share and send button, put the email in for tracking like we talked about, little personalization text, copy for email, and then all you have to do is just copy and paste. And it will drop it in just like this, like you see right here. Now, as far as LinkedIn, this is a good example to show with the Chrome extension because the Chrome extension, again, can be any website that you want to be on top of, a screen recorder, browser-based. If I wanted to send this market update, no problem. I can open the Chrome extension just like this, right up here at the top. It's going to put me right on the page like this. Here we go. But you want to think about some things with placement, though. You want to think about placement, size, and shape. So you want to check out these websites that you're on top of. What does it look like? Is it an Angular site? What's the setup here? What's a good spot for me to be in for that 3-second animated GIF? So if I wanted to be very obvious, hey, this is a market update, I'm going to put myself right here. I'm going to change myself to a square. I can change other shapes depending on the visuals of the page. And I don't want to go too big because I don't want to cover a lot of stuff. So size, shape, and placement. So right here is really good. I can point right at the title and do one of these like that. I also can zoom myself in if I want to. I can back it up like this. And I can move myself around inside here. So if you need to move like a different area in here, you can do that. Also, over to the right, you can turn this off completely. If you just want to walk through a website for someone and you already know them as a client, you don't have to be on camera. You also can use your headshot if you want to as well. But if you are live, it's kind of the best option. And then you also can put a virtual background inside here, just like we saw earlier. You can do the exact same thing. You also have an annotation tool that you can use right over here to the left to point things out, which is what a lot of people do when they're walking through these things. You also have a teleprompter, like we saw before. This one's just a little bit different because you're going to come in here and find your script like we did. There it is. And then you can pack the text off. You can choose your speed, just like the other one that we just saw. But with this one, you can move the sides a little bit, and you also can move this wherever you want to move it to. So in my case, it's going to be closest to the camera at the top. The one thing about the Chrome extension recorder is that you want to make sure that you don't go full screen on this if you're trying to use the teleprompter because it will hide it because it's browser based. It'll be behind the browser. You won't be able to access it. So you just want to leave a little bit of space. If you are using the teleprompter, just click record and then tap it to bring it forward. There are three orientations to record with the Chrome extension. Camera that we saw earlier, that's webcam. Opens up like a webcam. Screen means it's going to get your entire computer screen, which means this will show if you're trying to use it. I would use the Dubb desktop app screen recorder instead because you can get your entire screen and that will not show. I always go tab when I'm using Chrome because it's a nice clean cut of the page. It won't show any of the tabs at the top. Teleprompter won't show either. It's a nice way to kind of walk through something. So this is the setup in what this looks like. Now, you can do the exact same thing if you're trying to reach out on LinkedIn. So if I'm doing LinkedIn, I can just open up the Chrome like this. And then once it's opened up, I'm going to do the same rules apply. I'm going to change the shape because Ruben's in a circle. I'm in a circle. I'm going to adjust my size a little bit. My placement is right next to him. So when I hit record now, all I have to do is choose my tab, click share, and now I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I saw your profile here on LinkedIn and I wanted to reach out because I've got some questions for you on a few things here. I saw you wrote a book. So I did my whole wave and my point, same thing. With these screen recordings, it's nice to jump to full screen if you want to make a point on something. So I can double click, bring myself here, say what I want to say, double click to go back to the page. So webcam, double click. Or I can go below and click the little button down there that says expand webcam. It brings me here and make my point. Click here to go back. And the annotations are great because they're not going to follow you around the page. So you can use these things to really make the point that you want to make. You also can draw on the screen, you can do underlining, you can do circles, and all of these are going to stay sticky as you continue to make your points down the page. You also can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom if you ever want to stop the recording, take a break, and then click it again to resume when you're ready. So if you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, if you're thinking about doing any kind of browser-based screen recording, this is a great way to do it and orderly walk your way through something to explain something to someone, which is what a lot of people use. Now, in terms of saving it, same thing. I'm going to click the check mark down here at the bottom. That's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. As soon as it's saved in there, just like we saw before, you're always going to go to the video edit page. So that's what's going to pop up right now. There it is. Now, another screen recorder that is very good to use is the Dubb desktop app. And the Dubb desktop app is a little different than the Chrome in terms of what it does. And when I mean a little different, I mean it's a lot different. So all you have to do is Dubb desktop app into Google, and then once you do that, then this is going to happen. So you're going to have this little menu here. I always click this one here, View Quick Menu, pops up like this. And we're going to look at screen recording because how does that differ in terms of what we just saw with the Chrome? Well, first off, the webcam has the same functionality that you just saw with the Chrome. So when I reopen this and open my webcam, it does everything we just did before. So it's going to do here. Hold on. My webcam's acting up. Hold on. There I am. So you have all the same functionality we just looked at. The annotation tool, all the same. The only difference between the Chrome and desktop is when you use the annotations with the desktop, they don't stay sticky. So you want to use them, delete them, and then move on. And then the teleprompter is a little bit different, but this is what I was talking about before. You can get your entire computer screen, you can move this around and it won't show in the recording. So similar that you can move it around, but this is where it's different than the Chrome extension. So right in here, you have voice recognition as your first choice. So I can record something and it will go at the speed of my, how I'm speaking, which is pretty cool. Now, if you don't want to use auto track, just click the button and then it goes back to the scroll like you were using before with the other teleprompters. So it's really just a choice of do you want to use voice recognition or do you want the scroll? But you have that option with the teleprompter. And then the last big difference is here, right here. So this red slash. So if I was going to hit record right now, it'll get my entire desktop screen. If I get rid of this red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. What I'm on right now is 16 by 9. So this is landscape for YouTube. I can put it on top of anything that I want. I also can record in portrait like this and put this on top of anything that I want. I also have the ability to go custom, which means I can drag this and crop this around anything that I want to crop around, whether it's a website, a video, a document, someone's profile. I can get very specific with this. And then when I hit record here down at the bottom, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I'm recording. Now I can pause and resume like we did before, but the check mark is the key here. So normally with Dubb, it saves it into the platform, not with the desktop app. When I click the check mark here, I just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a bunch of clips. We're going to merge them together into that one video. The cool thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer if you have an MP4 or download them in Dubb. Remember we said every Dubb video has an MP4 you can download, and then you can make it part of the story here. There are 3 creative icons to continue recording if I want to keep going now. The one all the way to the left at the bottom says record screen video. That's what I just did. So if I want to do another clip in the same form, I'm going to click that there. It just brings me right back to where I was. I hit record, and now I'm recording a second clip in the same style that I did before. Hit the check mark, and now you got 2 clips. And these clips can be changed around in any order that you like, so you don't have to go chronologically. You also can download or delete each individual clip along the way. Then you can go to a webcam style video if you'd like, down to the bottom left. I click the webcam video, and maybe this is the end of your video. Say, hey, thanks for watching. All you have to do is click the button below if you want to book a time in my calendar, or maybe you want to make a point about something very specific. You just want to talk directly to the camera. This is a nice clip that you can add in just like this. And then lastly, we have Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video and put it on top of anything that you want. So you could pre-record something of you or someone else, take that pre-recorded video, put it inside a bubble, put it on top of a website, a video, a document, whatever you want, a listing agreement, maybe you're walking someone through a contract, and the pre-recorded version of you is doing all the talking. And all you have to do is hit record and just scroll around and point things out. You don't have to multitask too much. So if I click Dubb Narrator here, it's going to take me here, and let's just pretend that this is the video. And then I can put it wherever I want. Hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking right here. Hey, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating. And pause, save it, and then you have it right there. And then to combine your clips at the end, all you need to do is click the edit button all the way to the right. It merges everything together. And once it's merged together, you even have a little editor right here inside the desktop app before you save it into the platform. And the editor is very similar to the one that I showed earlier. You also have a little button here that called Smart Cut. If you want to get rid of the silences in your video, you absolutely can do that, all the pink areas. If you want a tighter cut, if that's more your style, then you can download the MP4 and you can upload it directly into the Dubb platform. Now, the last thing we're going to look at recording wise is the mobile. Now, the mobile is a little bit different. We had an update to the mobile, so we added something on here. So it's kind of a little bit of a surprise this morning. So let me share my screen and let me just show you this little update here and then how to record on the mobile app. All right, so here is the mobile app home area here. To record a video, all we got to do is click the blue button at the bottom, opens up our camera, just like this. And then normally when you first use it, it's going to be opened up and you're going to see a default for 1 minute. I always slide mine to 10, that way I don't get cut off, but you have specific timers down here. Click the button to hit record. Now you can see a timer here and you can see a timer up here at the top. There is the clip that I just recorded. Mobile app's just like the desktop app in terms of clip recording. This clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my photo video area, so I do have it. I'm going to hit record one more time. Here we go. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There is my second clip. And you can physically move them by touching one with your finger, holding it, and sliding it. So again, you don't have to go out of order. You also could tap a clip individually. You can delete, trim, or edit. And if you do edit, you can add royalty-free music. You can do text on the screen if you want to, like, hey, John, or whatever you want, any message, all the stuff we talked about before with the hook. You can type it and move it and pinch. You also can do a voiceover on the clip. You can speed up the action, all within this area right here. And then the logos over here to the right look a little bit different if you've had the Dubb app for a while. They kind of stylized these a little bit, and they added one other thing that I'm going to show you. But up here at the top, that's going to record what's in front of you. This right here is your countdown timers. So 3 or 10, same thing as before, but again, the icon just looks a little different. I think 3, 2, 1 is just the right amount of time. So there you go. And then this one right here is the new one, this one. So this is video stabilization. So if you're doing, if I see how my hand's kind of shaking like this, well, if you want it stabilized, you can do low, medium, or high. I'm going to click medium just so you can see this. Now see how my mouth is a little bit off when I'm doing this? That's on purpose. So the timing is not going to match when you're doing this. It'll be a little bit behind. But don't worry because the clip itself that I'm going to play right now is how it should be, like this. On purpose. So the timing is not going to match when you're doing this. So it's normal. So if you're seeing that and it looks like, see, I'm kind of behind right now. I'm just going to turn this back off and there you go. So when you're recording it, that's what it's going to feel like. You're kind of in slow motion a little bit, but it'll come out right. And then here is our teleprompter right here to the right. Again, you're going to click up in here to find your script. Let's see, which one do I want? Let's go this one. Okay, so when your script pops up here, see these X's right here? The reason I added these is because when you record videos with the mobile app, if I'm doing portrait, I wouldn't have added these X's because the camera is at the top. So I want my eye line right up there. But if I'm doing landscape like we do for YouTube videos, if I go like this, then the camera's in the middle. So I drop these X's in here. So when we hit record, the video starts right by the camera. I know my camera line is right here from my eye line. So just, best practice if you go landscape. And then for this, you can control the speed. You can hit the play button to see if you like the speed like we did before. You have an edit button right here, this little pencil icon where you can make any changes that you want to the script. You can move your guardrails up. So if your eyes are cheating and dropping down here, you can slide this up or down. And then you also over here to the right have, just like the desktop app, you have auto track. So you have voice recognition. So let's see if it picking up, say, the X's here. X, 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 X. What if you could, and then I can go to my thing there. That's cool. It worked. So you can do voice, it's a little weird to say the X's, but you have the voice recognition right here, and you have auto scroll, whatever one you want to choose. You have that as an option. And then if you ever recorded a video outside of the app and you want to add it to what you're doing down here, all you have to do is go here to your folder button. That'll take you to your video photo area on your phone. Find that video you recorded. It'll say, do you want to add the clips? Yes, add clip. It'll drop it right down here and then you can move it wherever you want to move it. If you want to record your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this button right here, black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color effects you can do. You have all those choices right down here. And then also you have this effect right here, picture in picture, like we showed in the beginning. Well, actually, we didn't show it this time. If you're in real estate, this is really good. So it uses both cameras on your phone. And if you're in any other industry than real estate and you want to show what's in front of you and be on the screen as well, maybe you're in automotive and you want to show a car, maybe it's a product you want to show, maybe you're going for a walk and talk, maybe it's something you want to show on your computer in a different way. Picture in picture is what you want to use. So if I click this here, it's going to show what's in front of me and I'm going to be on the screen as well. So I can move around, I can zoom myself in, I can back up, pinch, zoom, back, pinch, all of that available right there. And then the last part is the virtual background. So like we saw in the beginning with the webcam, you can have behind you someone's profile, website, article, all the stuff we talked about, just screenshot it on your phone, go here, and then once you're here, you can do the virtual background here. Oops, looks like the app crashed on me. So imagine in your mind that you just saw a virtual background behind me. That's what that would look like. And then basically when you're doing these clips, I'll just record a couple quick clips for you. Here we go. So let's just pretend, here we go. Let's get a couple clips in here. There's one. Let's record another one. Okay, here we go. There's two. The reason I'm doing this is because, like the desktop app, when you're done recording and you got multiple clips, click the blue button at the top right. That's going to merge them all together. And then that video, that finished video is downloaded to your phone. And then you can click the blue upload button, and that's going to save it into the platform. So those are all the different ways to record, how you save, how you customize, how you send. And it's really, again, about the use case. It's about how am I reaching out? What's my hook? That's probably one of the biggest things. And then if you are using your own CRM, just drop the videos in there. If you're using Dubb as a CRM, do the bulk sends or whatever you have there. If you want to do AI writing, we have an AI writer right within the dashboard as well. And we also have a partner program. I'm sure everyone knows about it here, but if you don't, we do a 30% recurring commission on anybody that subscribes through your referral link inside the platform. So, and we're really supportive of the partners. Okay, so let me pop over here and then, what's going on in the chat? Do we have anything on here? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I see you have most of them answered here, Hein. Okay. Um, okay, so Jai, you saw the video stabilization, right? That I was just doing?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. There's a lot of things in there. I don't think you missed the you can do the um with the background. It's a separate button for that. That's pretty cool. Now I have to find it. It's all the way at the bottom. And they got this little line at the bottom, how to stabilize it. Do you recommend it being all the way up or all the way down or
I've played with it a little bit. I kind of I don't know,
I,
because it really depends, I
I
guess.
did, but then it crashed.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Mine just the virtual background just bugged on mine. Um, as far as the stabilization stuff, sometimes I kind of like the movement a little bit, but it really depends, you know? It's kind of like when you see scenes in a movie, how sometimes they're shaky
Yeah,
cam, and other
I get
ones
it.
are like with the gimbal, you know? So it depends. Yeah,
Yeah. But I do know that when I do the background on my desktop, and I do them really good now,
yeah,
because you can keep my hands in the center.
yeah.
But that don't work with the the mobile app. It don't work like that.
Oh, you mean with the virtual
With the
background?
background, it don't work like that. It still look like a ghost.
Well, explain it a little bit. You mean like you're moving
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. It's like if I move my hands spread, I can be right in the front of the camera,
yep, yep,
right in front of it. You know, because I
yeah,
put it on my little tripod.
yep.
It looks like crap. It
Hmm.
don't look like you're doing a desktop.
Hmm. Well,
Go ahead.
send it over to us because I want to check it out. Because
All right.
Ruben and I we were playing with it one day and we were outside, and the lighting was really good. When I do the virtual background on my phone from here, the light's usually pretty good. I mean, it's a slight little orange because you know whatever your background is, it'll show up a little bit there. But yeah, send it over. Just curious,
Yeah.
bud.
Well,
Yeah.
now don't get me wrong. The visual is good. It's just when I
Yeah.
move my hands because I talk with my hands.
Yeah, I just want to see it in action. And I'll be
Yeah.
able to, yeah,
Okay.
I'll be able to know. Okay, so let's see. Alvaro, so I have a deck that I want to record and then just show the deck without a bubble. Can this be done? Yes. So what you can do is, Alvaro, can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Hi, how you doing? Good to hear your
I'm
voice.
good. I'm good. Thank you. Yes, Rob.
Yeah. So let me just show you really quick. So if you have let me just pull this up as an example. Let me just share my screen here. Hold on one second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So yeah, so you can do it if you had the Chrome or desktop. I like desktop for the
Mm-hmm.
slides. So if I
Okay.
was going to use the desktop, just go here, open it up here. I'll put record screen. You can go full screen on this too, but just because I already have the crop open, I'll just go like this.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is just either go full screen or crop, and then all you have to do is just keep your camera off when you hit record, and then you can just do the audio. So you don't need to have the bubble on there. Like if I hit record right now, I could do something like this. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, we're going to walk through this here. I want you to check this out. Bum ba bum ba bum. Talking, I'm talking, I'm talking, I'm talking. You know, I can use the annotations if I want to while I'm doing this. Here we go. That kind of stuff. Hit the check mark and then hit play. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, we're going to walk through this here. So just make sure your bubble's off.
Got it. Okay. Simple enough. Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then let's see. Jessica had a question. Why I can't see the message from my clients when they answer their video? Let's see. Jessica, oh, there she is. Hey, Jessica, if you want to turn on your mic, feel free. If you want to come over to
Yes,
YouTube.
thank you. Yeah, I have my application in my phone, and once in a while I see people they answer, but when I try open my application, I'm not able to see the message. I mean, I can see the message if I technically open in my desk.
Got it. Like the desktop, but not on the mobile app.
Yep, yep, but not in the application.
You know, and that's a video reply that you're talking about? Or
No, it's just actually a simple question. A simple question like people that, hey, how I can, simple question. I activate the AI, but still not, I mean, I try to answer because there is some questions that AI cannot answer.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So if I'm on the mobile app here, what
yep.
were you talking about? Like you're talking about the AI writer, the brain one here? Or
Just the regular message. Like if somebody sent to me a message,
message.
yeah, I'm not able to see in the app. I can see in my desktop, but not in the app.
The message is on that. Yeah, you want to go ahead for a second? I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. What about yeah, close this, Rob. Go back to go here in the messaging app.
Oh, top
Okay.
right. Okay, so top right, the little gray icons right there.
Yep. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
that's where you can find the that's where you're supposed to find the message from if someone has m sent a message in the AI in SIA, the AI sales assistant.
Can you back again? Because right now I cannot find that. I have AI message. Okay, it's not I'm looking for.
Yeah, so
Um,
icons at the top right, squares, and then it should be this one, the first tab.
okay, I got it. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, that's great.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ina. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ina. Thank you, Ina. And then let's see, Michael, using Go High Level, let's say an email send resulted in 500 opens. Can I take an export of the opens and bring them into Dubb for a video follow-up email, or can I incorporate Dubb in my follow-up using GHL for the send? I mean, you could, but probably use Go High Level, right? I mean, like, everything really a preference, right?
Yeah, if you're used to go high level, yeah, you could just incorporate your the videos in go high level. But you can definitely, if they are like you have imported the contacts in Dubb so that you will know who watched or clicked or who engaged with the video, then after that you can do the replies in go high level. So if you're more comfortable doing that.
So I'll have the statistics in Dubb, even though I placed the Dubb video within a Go High Level email send.
Did you import the contacts in Dubb so that we will, because that's part of the integration process that, so aside from installing the Dubb Chrome extension, you also need to import the contacts that you have in Go High Level. So it's just a one-time import so that the both systems, Go High Level and Dubb, has the same contact list. And uh, after that one time import of contacts, Dubb will automatically sync the whatever new contacts that you add in Go High Level. It will be automatically in sync in Dubb. So once you get those contacts um, imported in Dubb, once you send your videos from Go High Level, since it's gonna the GIF preview, it's going to have like the hyperlink for with the email tracking pixels. From there, we will be able to see in both system, in Dubb and Go High Level, who watched or click or view the video.
Okay. May I repeat that back to you?
Yeah, yeah.
So option one is simply to bring the 500 opens via export into Dubb, and then
Yeah.
send the email out via Dubb. And
Yes, you
and
can
then
do that.
the data with regard to opens, etc., and watch time will all be retained within Dubb itself.
Yes, that's
The
an
other
option.
option is to uh, record in Dubb, create the video email, the recording, but at the same time, what you're saying is, in order to have trackability for the opens of the video, that email database of the 500 people needs to be put in Dubb before I send it out via GHL. Is that correct?
GHL. Yes, that's right.
Okay, so I have to sync,
Both
if you will,
ways, yeah, in
the
both
contact
ways,
list.
the contact list will need to be in Dubb as well.
Got it. Okay, now I understand. Because we tried it once before where it got sent out, but there was no reference back into Dubb. And now I
Mm,
understand why.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
to have it in the system too. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Perfect. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we're up against it. We only have time for another minute or two. Emmett, is the certification plan still available? Maybe. We have it on our Dubb Academy page where you can be certified. I just don't know if we've updated the quiz, right? Like or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, we need to update the quiz, make sure that um you guys whoever um pass the quiz will
Yeah.
get them certified. And yeah, we'll check that with the team.
Certifications for everybody. No, I'm kidding. So there we go. All right, everyone, we got to run. Unfortunately, we got a meeting at the top, but everyone, thank you so much for popping in. We always enjoy doing this. It's good to have all the questions and everyone coming in. Recording will be on YouTube support in exactly 47 minutes. No, I'm kidding. A couple hours it'll be on there. And see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Ina. Bye, everybody. See you guys.